Hi, Britt, Elizabeth, and Nancy, Tony, Jules. Hello, Marina. Welcome. Glad to be here with you for Saturday Night Live. Hi, Jamie. Hello, Sophia. I'm Natalie. I'm joining you from Bali, where it's 8 a.m. Hi, Amy. And today we are going to do a collective card reading to give you advice and insights, clarity for what's coming up for you right now in your life. And you could look at it, you could bring this forward with you into your week, because we do this every week at this time. Is there anybody here that's new joining in? Hi, Melinda. And Karen, hello. Welcome, Susan. And Marina also is new. Glad to have you. Hello, Jane. So, welcome to the community. If you are new to me and you care to, you can give me a follow here. And anyone is welcome to donate if you would like. You can do that through the app. I was looking. Oh, okay. And yeah, this replay will be uploaded as a video on my YouTube channel, so follow me there, as well as Facebook and Instagram. You can check out my website as well to find out more about me and my offerings. I am a spiritual life coach, a Reiki Master Teacher, and today we will also be closing the session with some Reiki and Ancestral Clearing. So you get to experience me and my offerings here in the session. And if you feel the heart's call to connect deeper, send me a private message. Hi, Kieran and Rose. Glad to be here with you all today. So we'll go ahead and jump in and then go with the flow, as we always do. Hi, Jay. How is everybody's week going? Or gone? How is your weekend going or gone? What's happening in your life? Anything you care to share? Yeah. I'm an American. I left the U.S. 11 years ago and haven't been back to the U.S. since 2019. And I just got this feeling recently that I wanted to visit my sister, but also just like be in the experience of a first world country. I've been gone for 5.5 years. I've been in Asia that long also. So I was just feeling into the energy of, where my family lives, the landscape, how beautiful it is, and also just like houses that have carpets. and also like roads that don't have a lot of motorbike traffic and noise. And it just felt so relaxing to think about that. So my sister sent me a video of like driving in the country road, and it just felt so relaxing. So I have a feeling, who knows, we're coming to over halfway through the end of 2024. If I may be back before the end of the year, I don't plan to, but you never know. So my family lives in South Carolina, in the upstate foothills. So Melinda's had a lot of ups and downs. Hi, J.E. Ooh, beautiful. Oh, sorry to hear about your cat, Jules. I totally get you'd be devastated. I have been through that experience. I know many here have, so thank you for sharing. Nancy's as well. Hi, Gloria. Rochelle. Yeah, so glad you're here. So we will open with a card. I'm just kind of feeling into... I'm going to start with light seers. So, and this is, as I've said, a collective reading. So it's for everybody here that's hearing it. I don't do individual polls on the live streams. If you want an individual reading, you can reach out and book that with me one-on-one. So first, we're going to get like a main theme card. And this spread I just made up. So a tarot spread, if y'all don't know, is like the positioning of the cards. And if I was laying them down, how they would be laid. And there's all sorts of different sorts of tarot spreads and oracle card spreads, and this it's very simple, but I like it. It works. I haven't felt the need to deviate from it. Ooh. So this is popping out, which we've seen this one quite a bit. I get that, Amy. And I can tell you it will work itself out. So take the hopefully out, because it will. And I've been feeling similarly as well. So thank you for sharing that. So the reason I say this about the spread is that so I pull one card as like a overarching theme or idea, and then I pull a couple clarifying cards that are sort of like a past, present, future. And then but usually I do the clarification with the light seers, and today I felt like doing something different. So starting with light seers here and now. So this is the energy. If you relate to this, it's a collective reading. There's many here. Have an open mind. You'll know. Everyone normally can relate to some aspect of this, and then some are like, oh my God, wow, this is for me, sort of a thing. So that may occur or may not. Oh, you know what's interesting too? This is the Ace of Wands, and you can see this fire in the third eye what's so interesting about that for me personally is this morning I meditate. You can't really see it, maybe in the shadow back there is my altar. Um, and today, for whatever reason, I felt called to put some holy ashes from India when I was there earlier this year. Um, I put some ashes here on my forehead, and the way that I did it was you can kind of see it still a tiny bit. Like I did it basically like that. And the interesting thing is so that I went to this one temple, and they gave two little packets of ashes, and one was gray and one is like pinkish red, like this. I also put it here, but that's kind of gone. So, but yeah, I put this red here and I put this gray here. Can't make this shit up. Hi, Tina. And then actually it was showing up more, and I'm like, I don't want people asking the entire live stream what's on your forehead. So I kind of just muted it a bit, but here it is. So, what this means for you and for me. Oh, that's cute, Melinda. And that's great. You can't make this shit up. You're going to have a new idea coming to you this week. I also want to pull the message from the website of this card as well. Y'all that come know that the website is awesome, and it's got an affirmation for the card as well. Ooh, wow, Jamie. Very interesting. I mean, when we start vibrating at a certain frequency, and also it could be up and down, like some days if we feel really high, we might notice things we wouldn't notice if we were low. And also, like, things like that happen. Like, the other day I was in one of my favorite cafes, and I always follow my heart call, like, to go to that restaurant. It's a magical place. It's got magical energy, and magical things happen there and have happened to me for years there. So I feel like I get like this impulse to go when I'm supposed to meet somebody or have an experience there. And I got that the other day, and I went, and I noticed this lady sitting near me. Ooh, there's a huge butterfly. Anyway, and she reminds me of my old best friend from the U.S. And I went to the bathroom and kind of passed her, and I was like thinking, I bet she's going to email me. I bet she's going to contact me soon. And then I came back, and I noticed she had this beautiful mala necklace. And I was like, oh my God, I love your mala. And then we started chatting. We had this amazing conversation. Yeah, and there was some synchronicities there. But if my energy would have been different, maybe I wouldn't have noticed her. Maybe I wouldn't have even seen her necklace or thought about her. Yeah, so those sorts of things can definitely happen. So, and Tina, yes, this card has been pulled recently. It's probably last week, it feels like. Yeah. Yes, Gloria. Well, I reached out and I just asked my sister, and we've talked about it before, but I asked her, like, what do you think about if I did come, could I stay with you, and for how long? She's got 3 boys that are like 12 years old and under. and they have 2 dogs. They have a very full house, and I have, this, I have my coaching business. I would need quiet, which can't be guaranteed there. But it would be workable. Um, so sneezy energy. Ooh, Melinda, I love that you remember that. Actually, that was in a different cafe that I met that Reiki master about a month ago. Oh, I feel seen. Hi, Marielle. So, the affirmation for this card, so this is for you all. Yeah, we have gotten this for sure. I seed my brilliant future with the roots of inspiration and creativity. I seed my brilliant future with the roots of inspiration and creativity. So what this is about visioning your future, and that this is just the spark of a beginning. This is a potential. This is a possibility. It's an ace. So with all of the aces in the deck, what's really important for you to remember is you have an opportunity here, but if you don't do anything with it, it's going to go. So you've got to, take action. You've got to declare your intention. You've got to, take action, like creative, inspired action. Wands are fire energy. That's why it's a fire here. It's about passion. It's about creation. But this needs to be like taken advantage of, or it will go. So, hi Terry. Oh, the cafe. Wow, Jamie. You remember that? Oh, again, I'm feeling seen and heard. That was a different cafe, which actually I've met people there too. Hi Brenda, welcome, Joe. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen my nephews. The oldest one, he turned 12 the other day, and it is what it is. So, yeah. Oh, okay, Tina. I can imagine that's big for you. So, y'all may already know what this is about, but if you don't, just stay tuned and stay looking and kind of stay in that vibration as we're kind of talking about, like, our vibration can alter our perception, where we may, like, the higher our vibration, the more we're going to see magic, the more we're going to see possibilities. I even thought about it last night. I was in a parking lot randomly waiting on somebody, and I pulled in, and it was Saturday night, and in like the very touristy area of Bali, and it was a BMW car club gathering, and yeah, it was interesting to see the cars, and then there was a pink BMW, and y'all know that that's my favorite color. So, but it was like on the side, and I even had the thought, like, wow, I could have totally missed seeing that had I not been present, had I not been open, had I not been connected in the moment, that would have been one of those perfect examples of like something that I just wouldn't have seen. So a very small example, but yeah, something like that. I'd say both, Melinda. Me, the cafes, Bali, we're all connected. So the meanings of this card are new ideas, the seed of potential, the arrival of inspiration, illumination, intense creativity, the mirror-like nature of consciousness, interconnectedness of all things, Indra's net, the ability to manifest anything, an aha moment. So, I mean, I was just saying that interconnectedness of all things. Yeah, illumination, new ideas. So, yeah, it was like Mary Kay color, like a light pink, which hot pink is my color, but anyway, it's fine. So we're going to get some clarification from Osho Zen Tarot and see what other messages are here. Oh, there we go. One just popped out. And if you are just joining in, this is a collective reading. It's for you if you're hearing this. Yeah. It's raining. Michael Singer would say, don't have an opinion about the rain, but I see something in the back of my mind wishing it wasn't raining. Who all knows what I'm talking about? There's another one. I can like it when it rains, and also not when I have plans and to drive on my motorbike for like an hour. Woo! Ooh, okay. So we had some cards pop out. Yes, it is again. Wow, low-hanging fruit. Okay, this is quite interesting here. So first we have aloneness, then we have the master, and then we have isolation. Look at the colors of these together. They're all very dark energy, or not dark energies. The master is, an enlightened energy. And aloneness is, a beautiful energy. This one, I mean, there's a gift in everything, but yeah. The gift in this one, see the rainbow tears. So this is the card spread. Like that. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Great. So what I'm feeling that this is for y'all is that whatever this idea or this inspiration or this creativity is coming, it's coming from this. So these are very different dynamic energies in which are like your seed of inspiration are going to come from all of this. So this is especially for you if you feel like you're going through a shit show, or you feel like you're going through hard times, or you might not feel very inspired, or you might feel kind of, this is like, I would say, up and down energies here. And you can tune into your inspiration by tuning within. And this is a monk, so that can also imply like spiritual practices that you do alone that will, help you to know and tune into your own inner master. And you may get inspiration from another master, another teacher outside of you. And also, I feel like this is about inner mastery. Like maybe you've been alone, maybe you've been doing a lot of introspection, journaling, meditation, writing, listening, taking in teachings, being here on Insight Timer. And just know that you have this power within you. And this is Osho. So this is like, I don't want to say Joker of the deck, but sort of like in a playing card deck, you have the cards, but then you have like two jokers, and they're kind of like extra, or they're wild cards. In this Osho Zen Tarot, this master card is like an extra card. And so, yeah, this is very significant. And I feel like it's like this light here. It's like tuning into your inner light. And, you may, and it's interesting too, because this is a card of aloneness. And this is a card of isolation. So I feel like you don't want to turn too far inward. Maybe you have isolated yourself out of like trying to keep yourself safe. And so it's time to like integrate these like alone energies with this by like mastering yourself. And also too, this is about being like, for some of you, you may be in heartbreak, you may be in loss, you may be in grief or struggle, you may had a devastating blow emotionally. And so it's acknowledging that, like, it's all here together. And also, as I said, these rainbow tears will melt this ice. They will heal and help you to come out of this isolation into more balance. So, and then like from all of this is going to be born inspiration. So like, don't forget it reminds me of like the Japanese thing about the teapot that breaks, or the vase or the ceramic thing that breaks, and then they put it back together with gold, and so it was more beautiful because it was broken, that sort of a thing. So Amy, you can relate. Yeah, so I feel like the master card is here to kind of be like, balance this isolation, this aloneness, and don't get too far into this. Yeah, Terry. And choosing to be alone. Great point. And when we're masters, we do choose. When we forget who we are and we get too bogged down into this, then we get too bogged down into this and we're not accessing that. So again, this is your inner master, and also could be a therapist, a coach, a mentor, a teacher, a friend, something like that. So I say too that this is saying like, don't lose heart. Because when you access your mastery, when you or find a master or a mentor to help you access that, this is going to be like the fuel to fire this inspiration. It kind of reminds me of people, and I mean, I have written, I'm a Gemini, I'm a writer, writing a memoir, and you're like, oh my God, what they went through, and then the story of overcoming. Or, I mean, how many people in the world that we all know and love, all of the inspirational public figures that turned their, they turned this into more and more and more. Ooh, that's a great insight, Terry. Hi, RA. Hi, Carmen. So you're feeling some tears? Great. Thank you for sharing that. And I would invite you to just be. And we don't have to know. I know when that's happened for me before, my mind just wants to be like, why, why? It's like, well, can I just be with what's here and let it move through? Yeah, Amy. So maybe there's some other, you know, way you can access support. I mean, I know there is. And also, what could that be? Um, it's a great question to ask. So I'm actually want to pull from the Work Your Light deck and just see what other like spirit message, advice that this deck has, and then we're going to go into the Reiki and the ancestral clearing part of the session. Hi, Jessica. So if you don't already, don't forget to follow me here on Insight Timer. If you feel called to give a donation in appreciation, it's always welcomed. You can follow all these replays and everything in YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Hi, Laura. Welcome. And Amy, I'm glad that in the comment you made, you said you've not been able to afford to see your life coach. I've been listening to this book called Money, A Love Story by Kate Northrup. And she talked about in there about saying I can't afford it, like not using those words. And I like that idea, and I of course see myself thinking that, and it's about like first noticing and then having a pattern interrupt and then changing the language, because saying I can't afford it is like, it's disempowering. There's a disempowerment energy there, and so the language could be different, like at this time I'm not doing that, or I'm choosing not to, or whatever language works for you. And what's something interesting that she said in the book was, like, if you think about the thoughts that you have about money, and I could definitely relate to this, it's like the same thoughts that my parents were saying in childhood. Like, and I was noticing that too later on yesterday after I was listening. I was reflecting on that because I don't remember. I know it was my dad. I'm not sure if my mom did this too, but he always has to say how much something costs. Do any of y'all do that? Or do you know, have you heard anyone do that? It's like, oh, I got a new shirt today. It was only $24, or something like that. And like, it feels like it was so automatic and so ingrained. It's like, so it could be like, oh, it was a bargain, or it was expensive. Oh, it was $24, like only $24. It was $50. Or, oh, it was $24. It's like a ripoff. So I recognize like that's definitely a pattern from childhood. And I mean, I don't say it to everybody, but definitely with like my sister. So when I started noticing that, and then wanted to stop saying it, and if y'all have had this experience, let me know. it felt like so hard to not say the cost of the thing to whoever it was. It was just such a draw or a compulsion to say it. So yeah, very, very interesting. And I'm glad I'm not the only one who's had that programming. Um, yeah, I guess my mind had a judgment that it wasn't a common thing, but it sounds like it. So Brenda, you can relate. Joe, you're just annoying. Britt, now you're aware. Jamie, hi Samantha. Yeah. So Laura, and anyone else, you can watch the replay if you want to catch up on the card reading. It'll be available on my YouTube in the next 48 hours. So this additional advice card is Soul Family. Interesting, we're talking about family right now in money programming. How beautiful it is. Soul Family. And it says, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So I know some people have shared some difficulties in their lives, like today and right now and this week and recently. And so if you, are in this energy and moving into mastery, moving into aloneness, and then moving into your inspiration, you don't have to do it alone. Isn't it interesting? Like, wow. Okay, this is just hitting. This reading is all about being alone. You don't have to do it alone. Aloneness, isolation. Oops. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. Hold on, I dropped my cushion, fell out of the seat. Low-hanging fruit. This actually is from Amma, for those who have followed me and know my Amma journey, and I know Jamie knows Amma. But I got that, it's like blessed. It's a meditation cushion. Yeah, and I've had it since I was at her ashram, and it's like, can't leave home without it kind of a thing. So the cloth, I think she sat on it, or, she used it. So awesome, Jamie. As I said, I've been meditating with my mantra that Amma gave me, every morning. So since I met that healer that I talked about in the cafe, the Reiki practitioner. So I want to look up this Soul Family card. Yeah, but I mean, again, the theme of the day, you can't make this shit up. Like, I can't believe it. I can. You don't have to do it alone. So, oops, I forgot to put this on again. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the message here is definitely like spirit wants at least one person or more to, like, somebody is feeling very alone. And the message is very clear. You are not alone. You are seen. You are heard. You are loved. You are supported. You're not forgotten. Yeah, this is like screaming that. Hello. Let me try and say your name. Eliaju. I hope I said that right. Shalom. Thank you, Terry, for your insightful comments. Hmm, beautiful. So, again, that feeling like having no choice is that energy that you want to shift out of, that this is, you know, inviting you to. You can choose differently. You do have a choice. We all have choices everywhere all the time. So that's really important to notice. In one of my favorite teachings, The Way of Mastery, one of the practices it gives is like lay in bed before you get up for your day and really meditate on the idea that you don't have to do anything. You literally don't have to do anything. And then the mind will come in and say, well, I have to go to work. And it's like, no, you literally don't have to do anything. Everything you do is a choice. And that's such a powerful distinction and shift in the energy. So let's see what this soul family card says. Call in your tribe. So we're all a tribe here. Love our beautiful tribe. And then look, you don't have to do it alone. So I'm going to read this. It's time to call in your soul family and support team. People who get you at soul level. People who are the same kind of weird as you. People who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they're close by. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it's important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. If you've already found them, then you're being called to let them support you and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, coach, mentor, or healer. Tune into what kind of support you need now. Call in your support team now. You can't make this shit up. I mean, what did I just say? I listed literally, I don't think I said healer, but I said therapist, coach, mentor. So this is also a big message for somebody here, like call in that support as well as your community. I love it. Amazing. So yeah, somebody really, really was calling out for, like, I can just feel that, yeah, somebody's really feeling this isolated and alone, and like heart, like help me, like prayer, like, and it's like boldly answering now. Like when you get the support, the guidance, you can go, and the mastery, then you can move from isolation into aloneness with the soul family. And then again, keeping your eye on this bigger vision that will come once you, oh, look at my face. Once you move through this is going to be fuel. This is going to be, like, as Ram Dass says, like grist for the mill. Like, so focus on the bigger vision. Awesome, Amy. Thank you for sharing. And there might be somebody here listening or seeing the replay that they they're not speaking up. So I always see those who are, courageous enough to share in the comments that you're speaking for those who are choosing not to share for whatever reason, and there's not a right or wrong about it. So, like, you're giving voice to those who aren't speaking, that feel that aloneness. So, yeah, wow, I just love this. And then my mind's like, why does it surprise you that it's so, synchronistic? It's like, well, sweetie. And then the mind wants to judge that. It's like, no, 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 no. Everything's fine. Awesome, Melinda, Samantha. Great. So we're going to go into the Reiki and Ancestral Clearing now. We'll definitely bring in the themes of this into the healing. And also, let's get that. And also, you can have your own intention for the energy healing and know that your higher self will draw it in, perfect for you. Oh, awesome. Nancy, that's an interesting comment. So, are you saying that the person was like judging you with their comment that you have quite an imagination, or were they like complimenting you? Interesting. I love that you said that. I could definitely, we could have coaching on that. I would suggest, if it's fun to you, you could do the Byron Katie worksheet on that exact scenario. So if that's interesting, I can share that with you. I've talked about that a lot here. So let's go ahead, for those who wish to receive. Go ahead and close the eyes. And I want you all to bring that image of the Ace of Wands, that fire energy, to mind. Because this is going to burn away that isolation. It's time to come out of the cold. Into the warmth of your own being, your own awareness. I want you to put the focus, even with your eyes closed, you can look to the space between the eyebrows and the middle of the forehead. You may notice tingling or vibration or heaviness, warmth, cool. I'm also activating Solvana energy, which is an energy of awakening, transformation, of new beginnings. third eye activation, putting that symbol there. And this will create a shift in perception. So whatever your situation is, whatever this reading was for you, wherever you were feeling the contraction, the low vibration, the isolation, the heartbreak, that your perception will be healed. And breathe deeply. When you notice you're lost in thought, just let it go with the out breath. Tune back into the energy, into the body. And really recognize that if the reading for today really deeply resonated for you, that this is God, Source, the universe, directly answering your prayers, the prayer of your heart, spoken or unspoken. To very clearly show you that you are never alone and you're not alone. You are seen, you are heard, you matter, you're important. You're not doing this alone. That you have a spiritual team always surrounding you, supporting you, showering love upon you. That if you could experience it just for a second, all the suffering would melt. It would change you forever. It's raining here now again, as I'm feeling that energy and hearing it. I'm just tuning into this energy of cleansing, washing away, purifying, soothing, and just let the energetic rain shower down upon you, melting the ice of your heart. Just let go. Infinite Creator, source of all that is, we love you. Thank you for loving us. We humbly ask that you open, bless, expand, lead, guide, and direct us into your perfect light, love, and life, and always, completely, now and forever, please and thank you. For everyone hearing this message now, for all of our family members, all of our relationships, all of our ancestors, and all of their relationships through all relevant time, space, and dimension. For all hurts, wrongs, judgments, and burdens, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and financial, through thought, word, or deed. Please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us. Completely and totally, please and thank you. Please help us love and bless each other, love and bless ourselves. Be at peace with each other and at peace with ourselves. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. It's time to come home to yourself. Nobody can save you but you. You are the one you've been waiting for. It's time for you to master yourself and receive the support of other masters and other soul family members to do so. Breathe deeply. Just feel the energy. Feel the third eye. The light of perception burning away anything that's not true, anything less than love. If you'd like to come back to a wakeful state, gently, slowly, easily do so. Pausing with open eyes to integrate the energy of the session. Breathing deeply. And again, don't forget to follow me here if you don't already. Give a donation if you'd like. Check out my meditations here. I have many free and a few paid ones, premium tracks. More to come. Join my group here, Natalie's Healing Circle, and also follow me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. If you feel the heart call to set up a one-on-one session with me, reach out and you can inquire about that. Spiritual life coaching, card readings, as well as Reiki and Ancestral Clearing. I'm going live a number of times in the week with different topics. We're doing a Michael Singer Surrender Circle series. Author of Untethered Soul, life-changing teachings we're listening and discussing. We're doing a Reiki deep dive where it's a sort of a mini version of this that's shorter and just one card, and then a bit longer Reiki. We also are reading and studying this amazing book, Conversations with God. We're getting a little bit to the end, chapter 11. We're talking about money and abundance. So join in if that's interesting to you. Thank you for the donations. Tina, you're welcome. Amy, Jamie, Melinda, Nancy and Britt. Thank you all for joining. And Jane, Laura. So yeah, if you follow me, you can be notified when the lives are published or my meditations. And I've got them set up already for next week. You're welcome, J.E., Marielle. Got some low-hanging fruit to relax and release into with the rain. And if you're a Michael Singer fan, you know exactly what I mean. And if you're not, join the lives on Michael Singer. Yeah, it is beautiful. Elizabeth, you're welcome. Laura, we've got 2 Lauras. You're welcome. Okay. I will see you all very soon. You're welcome, Brenda. Thank you for joining, for saying hello. Jay and Joe. Yawning. That makes me yawn. Just even the word. Who else is yawning now? And if you don't know, that can happen during the energy healing. I did it in the beginning. Isn't that interesting? Humans are so interesting. I've said this before, but yawning is great because it shows the parasympathetic nervous system is active, which is your relaxation state. Nobody is ever yawning while being chased by a bear in the woods. Ooh, that's great, Melinda. Yeah. And I've also heard that yawning is the brain changing brainwave states, like into a more relaxed one, from like beta to alpha to theta to delta, which is sleep. So we yawn when we transition. Thank you for joining. Eli Yaju. Okay, thank you. I'm sure you've had to explain that before. I really butchered that. Thank you for your understanding. Eliyahu. Ah, that sounds a lot better and makes more sense. So, thank you. Awesome. Okay. Much love to you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you all very soon. Much love from Bali.